This morning, a legal fight over Virginia's redistricting process is heading to the state's highest court. Voters already approved the measure, of course, but a lawsuit claims the state broke the rules to get it on the ballot.
The Supreme Court of Virginia will hear arguments today. Caroline Colburn explains why the ruling could overturn the election results. Caroline.
Rob Reba, good morning. Those results could be overturned if the Supreme Court justices agree with a Tazewell County judge that the initial vote to add redistricting the forum to the ballot happened after the public already started voting in last year's general election. That Tazewell judge also noted the state didn't publish the amendment before the election, which is required by law. Now, that lawsuit is one of several holding up the state from certifying last Tuesday's election results. Virginians narrowly voted in favor of redistricting, which could give Democrats a 10-to-1 advantage in Congress. Casey Myers, director of graduate studies at the Virginia Tech School of Communication, says the case boils down to legal definitions.
I think that it's important for voters to know that these lawsuits, or this particular lawsuit, is not necessarily about outcome. So it's not a lawsuit around, are these districts fairly drawn? Is gerrymandering a good thing or a bad thing? Are there too many Democrats? Are there too many Republicans? That is not the issue. The issue is a very legalistic, definitional issue around what happened and the process by which it happened, and to get to the point that there was a vote.
Now, Myers adds that this case has a lot of consequences, not only for Virginia, but nationwide, as other states are considering redistricting. Now, we also asked him if he has any idea which way the Supreme Court would lead, if he has a guess. And he says right now, Robin Reba, it's truly a toss-up.
Colburn reporting for us. Thank you.